Oh my goodness, welcome. Starting out strong with a yawn. Welcome to Digi Daily. It's your boy D, and we're going to talk about the Digimon 20th English version. Wave 3. Glow in the mother dark. I gotta censor that now. Hopefully I remember to do that. Anyway, let's hop right into it. We got over here Nanimon. We got Dookie. We got Dookie Doo-Doo. We got the Boo Boo Boys. This is not what we wanted. Not what we wanted at all. We wanted, I'm trying to figure out where I messed up here. Because this is not what we wanted. What we wanted over here was either Kuwagamon or Mojiamon, and I think I didn't get enough training because it was 15 plus. I had 3 effort hearts. I think that's only around 12. And over here, we have Vegemon. I like Vegemon. So again, this isn't what we wanted, but we're just rolling with the punches here. Again, this is fine. I am fine with this, because now we just have to fulfill battles and we get Vegemon, which is again fine. I am a little bummed about the Nanimon though, but hey, I love Digitamamon. That's one of my favorites. So that's fine. And also Titanmon is a freaking beast, so I'm not upset about getting him. You know, I really have to focus when I'm doing Teenymon runs. And you know, I'm the Triash Lord, so it's okay. I know a lot of people are not a lot of people. I was asked about this situation going on here, the poopy on the screen. If you're getting bothered by it, I will finally flush it, even though they'll probably be back there tomorrow. So let me explain what that is. So that is what we like to call the poop trick. I cannot for the life of me remember who figured this out. I think it might have been Flurp or someone else on the DDC way back. Well, it feels like that long ago. I mean, it kind of does. It was a long time ago. Like 2016 does feel like a long time now. Way back in 2016, when the Digimon 20th first came out, and there wasn't. I don't even think there was a VPets channel in the DDC. I could be wrong about that, but either way, someone figured out that. Because, you know, once these first came out and everyone was playing with them, everyone noticed an issue, and that issue was the fact that these things poop a lot. Because I think it's I wouldn't say a glitch per se, but it's definitely kind of like, it is a quirk that has been added, and I think it's because they sped up evolution time, and because of that, it just sped up the rate in which they poop. And so that was a very prevalent issue on the Japanese 20ths, and they didn't fix it for the English release either. So what happens is they poop just a lot. Like within, I think, if you're not checking on this thing at least every 30 minutes to an hour, within that time, there'll be 4 poops and they'll be injured. Now, that's not a colossal deal when they're still young and they're still evolving, because while it doesn't count as a care mistake, being sick does count as an injury. And remember, well, if you don't know this, 20 injuries results in death. Now, when they hit Mega and they're old and they're getting injured, you are shortening their lifespan. So it's you got to be careful once they get to Mega, or if they evolution fail, you know, them getting sick like that. What do you look at that? So yeah, the poop trick is what you do is when they poop and there's 4, they can't poop anymore, so they get sick. So what you're going to do, instead of flushing the poop, then healing their sickness, you just go over here, heal the sickness, and keep the poop. And by keeping the poop there, they stop pooping. They don't get sick anymore, they don't poop anymore, they continue to just do their thing. I could be wrong, but I think it also slows down the rate at which the hunger and the strength meter drop. I'm pretty sure, I might be wrong about that, but I feel like that always happens to me. So yeah, that is why I always have poop on the screen. That's just something I always did myself, and a lot of people do it. Well, a lot of people that have run these before or have been running these since the Japanese versions know about that trick, but I keep forgetting that there's a lot of new people who are watching the channel, but not only that, but new to V-petting in general and don't know about that trick. So feel free to employ that whenever you're having a busy day or you just hate watching them crap so much. It's something I always do. It's not very aesthetic. I mean, when you're raising the trash mon, it doesn't really, not really that bad, but when you're raising like two like awesome Digimon like Omegamon and Durandamon, there's just this wall of shit in between the two. It does kind of damper the aesthetic. But this is the only device that has that issue. Every other newer device has since fixed that issue. They don't poop nearly as often. The Pendulum 20ths are like, you know, great. You don't really have to check on them very much. The DMXs, again, you don't have to check on them very much. And also on the DMX at least, they fit a lot more poops on the screen. You can, like, they can poop quite a lot before they get injured. So that means that it gives you more time to respond and clean up the poop before they get injured. Pendulum Zs are not out yet, so we'll know when they come out if it's going to have that same gameplay. But so far, from what they've shown us, the Pendulum Z seems like it has extremely similar gameplay to the DMX, except you can shake it, which I'm fine with. That's not me ragging on it, because I like the gameplay improvements that they've added into the DMX. Adding counting and jaw pressing to the mix, I think it's going to be very interesting. Something I didn't mention, someone else was, I was scrolling through Facebook, which is something I rarely do. I'm barely on Facebook, but I was today, and I noticed someone on one of the Digimon Facebook groups asking when the Pendulum Zs were coming out. And apparently, they're supposed to be coming out sometime around the 16th, or shipping out around that time. I don't know if that's really the case, because I know it might also come out on the 30th. I know if you got it from the Premium Bandai US site, it's definitely not getting to you until December, because that's usually how it works. Premium Bandai US orders ship a month after the Japanese shipment. But yeah, remember, I not only have the Pendulum Zs coming in, but I will also have the Digimon Adventure : Digivice coming in at that same time. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that device is going to be. I don't think... it's pretty safe to say by now. I mean, we haven't seen much about it, sadly, because of COVID and everything. But it's pretty safe to say now, I think, that it's not going to have any type of connection point. Like, it's not going to have a two-prong connector to connect to any other device, which is a little sad. But it definitely seems like this device is supposed to be a mix of a CSA device and a classic quest-based Digivice, which is interesting. Again, I wish it was different, but it's still interesting, and I'm still going to have fun with it overall. One thing that I do hope they have is, I don't know if anyone remembers it, but I think it was Bandai. Yeah, it was Bandai. Bandai America, when they were doing the Ben 10 toy line, had this Omnitrix, and it was like an LCD game, but it was in the Omnitrix like thing you wore it on your wrist and everything, and it had like it had gameplay and everything, but at the same time, there was this mode in the toy that pretty much put it into like a roleplay mode, where like instead of having to play the game and everything, you could just like play with it like if it was a normal Omnitrix. I'm wondering if, I'm hoping really, that the Digivice is going to have that kind of mode. Since it's supposed to be a mix of CSA and normal, I hope there's a way that we can kind of see that light show without having to play the game. Like, we can put it in like a CSA mode, essentially, where it just like plays music and sounds with the lights. I hope that's the case, because it would be cool. I don't know, like, I don't remember reading anything about it having like music and sounds from the original, or not the original, but from the anime. Because if it does, that'd be pretty cool. I know so far there's an insert sound for when they hit champion, and there's an insert sound for when they go ultimate. I think that I don't remember if there was a different insert song for when they go, what is it? When they go into their new forms. I don't remember if it was a different song, but it'd be cool if we at least got the opening and the ending and like one of the insert sounds on the device that like plays in like the roleplay mode, if at all possible. I mean, it's a pretty chunky device, so I'm hoping that they were able to fit that in there, but we'll see. You know, I'm going to give a fair and honest review when I get it. I'm not going to bash the thing too hard, but I will be upfront with you guys. I personally don't think overall it's going to be worth it when you compare it to the Digivice version complete and the Pendulum Zs and the Z2, the Z1 and the Z2. Just because those devices, like, it really depends on what you're looking for, you know? But overall, I don't think I'm going to be able to recommend it. I mean, I couldn't recommend it even when I got it. I got it just to show it off on the channel, and also because I want a representation of this new Digivice. And also I knew this prices were going to like skyrocket on that thing, so yeah. That's all I have to say. I did it super late, but I did finally pre-order the version complete. Took me long enough, but I pre-ordered it, but I pre-ordered it for through Nin Games, which means I'm probably not going to get it anytime soon. So everyone else is going to have theirs before I have mine. So bear that in mind. And as of recording, I still haven't pre-ordered any of the Z2s. Money's been real tight, so I haven't been able to pre-order any of them. And regrettably, I haven't been able to. I wasn't able to pre-order that. I might have mentioned this before, but I wasn't able to pre-order that. That deck box promo card sleeve type thing, whatever they were doing for the Digimon TCG on Premium Bandai. I wasn't able to secure a pre-order for that, sadly. I really wanted one because it was going to have exclusive English promos, and the little mini mat and counter looked really cool. The deck box looked really nice, and I loved the sleeves, but I just couldn't pre-order it. I couldn't scrounge the money quick enough. So that is sad, because I do want to start doing card game content on this channel, but that's not going to be the first one. I still have to save money for the English release of 1.0 when that happens, which is later on in the month. I think the 26th is when it's supposed to happen. Hopefully it still happens, because I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but cases in Jersey are on the rise. And a lot of people are worried that we're eyeing a second shutdown. So hopefully, even if that does happen, hopefully there's a way for me to get the product and still make the video of me opening at least a box. That's the idea. I want to buy a box and a couple of the starter decks, but we'll see what happens. That's it for me. Huge shout out to my patrons. I really do appreciate the support in these wild times, and thank you watching this video right now. Just watching, especially this far in the video, really does help and support the channel. Leave a like, comment below, let me know how your runs are doing. Obviously I've kind of hit a tiny bit of a snag here, but we're gonna roll with the punches. It's okay. You know me, your boy, the Trash Lord. I love me some trash. I don't mind this at all. But yeah, what are you guys going for, since this is a perfect only tournament that we're coming up to? Are you guys running the trash, the teeny, or are you doing top line? I would like to know, because the 20th has some interesting picks. Or are you running one of the exclusive eggs? Are you running maybe a Dracomon, green or blue, or a Mekumon or whatever? Let me know. I would like to know. I'm genuinely interested. I want to know what people are picking. I'm going for the trash. I mean, I usually do. I usually do this sometimes in general and just get my ass kicked in a tournament, but now the playing field's a bit more level since everyone's going to be perfect. I'm interested in seeing what happens. But yeah, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for real. Peace.